Hi, hello, how are you? How do you do? And thank you for doing it here, the Terry H channel. This is a channel where we give educative and informative video. So in today's video, we are going to be doing milling, and in milling we cover sun drying because we require a certain moisture when the rice is going to be milled. So in this, you might be wondering what I'm holding in my hands. This is called a moisture meter. It measures the moisture of the rice. So after you have sun dried your rice, the rice is on the chandarua. When you are drying it, you take the moisture, because when you're harvesting, we harvest the rice when it's around 18 to 24 moisture. So that moisture is not either recommended for storage nor for milling. So in moisture, when 20 degrees of moisture has a lot of water, a lot of moisture, which we can maybe call it water. So you have to dry it so that it reduces to 13.5 if you are storing your rice. Then you go further and reduce it to 8 to 10 when you are milling it. So for milling, you require 8 to 10 moisture. When your rice is around 6-7, that's an overdry, which causes a lot of cracking of the rice and the rice breaks very much when you are milling it. So you require 8 to 10 when you are milling your rice, but for storage you require 13.5. So we are going to be taking, our rice has been sun drying since morning, so we are going to be taking the moisture of the rice. The moisture of the rice is taken around 9 times, but since we have been doing that till morning, now we are going to take 3. We have already done the first 6 times, so we are going to take 3 to see whether our rice is ready. So on my moisture meter, it takes the moisture of different cereals and grains. So here there is the paddy. Paddy means the rice that is not milled, the rice when it still has the husk, the outer cover. And then there's the rice. When on the rice, it means the milled rice. Then there's the soya beans, the red beans, the barley, and the wheat. So we are going to take paddy on my moisture meter. I press on paddy. Then you take the rice that is at the bottom, because obviously when you take the rice that is at the top, obviously it will be drier than the rice at the bottom. So you take the rice at the bottom to get its moisture. Then I press measure. That is 10.8. Then after 10.8, you take from another part. Okay. So that is 8.2. Then after 8.2, go to another part and measure. So when you measure, that is 8.3. So the moisture meter records the number of times you have been taking your rice. So for those times that we have taken the moisture of the rice, you press on average. It will give you the average because it records the times you've been taking the moisture. So we press on average. Our average is 9.1, which is okay, because we said the optimum moisture when milling is 8 to 10. So that's a good average. Our rice is now ready for milling. So now there is this sun drying, but in some mills, they're dryers, so they don't need to sun dry their rice. They dry their rice using the dryers. The dryers dry the rice up to a certain moisture. So this is the dryer, or the drying machine. Now because now we are advancing now from sun drying kwenye sasa tunatandika mchele chini kwa chandarua. Now this is the drying machine, and Madam Mary will continue to explain to us how the drying machine works.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to the drying place. Okay, this dryer, the work of the dryer is to dry the rice. And the rice, when we pour the rice in the dryer, it comes out when it is dry completely. So we start on pouring the rice on the dryer, and the dryer contains this sieving part that has holes, whereas the whatever the heat comes through those pores. Okay, when we pour the rice, we pour maximum rate 13 bags. Every part, unaona, every bin contains 13 bags, 13 bags, 13 bags. But the final part, fourth part, it contains 3/4 of those bags that you have poured the other beans, because it is smaller than these ones. Okay. When we pour the rice here and we level the rice, it must be leveled. We go to the chimney.
Yes.
When you are here, you make sure the chimney is clean.
Yes.
Haina jivu. So it is clean so that you will put your firewood there.
Yes.
And when you put your firewood there,
yes,
you light the firewood, and when the firewood is climax, that heat is enough to be blown to the dryer, we have this machine. This meter box is for putting on switching on the motor.
So that will be the end of our field work for now. We are now going to be headed to the mills to take now the milling process.